I'm a normal guy, bro. I'm from the South, from Louisiana. I love cars. I've always been into cars. I do shit talk because I have to. It's like my blood.
It's your nature, right?
Yeah, it's my nature. Like I said, I have the fastest car here. Respectfully. Like when I see a Mustang drive by, I'll gap that shit, motherfucker. Pull your ass up from here, motherfucker. I'll gap. You got. It's just like in my head, you know. Yeah.
Welcome back to another episode of the Street Alpha Podcast. I'm your host, Tukes. And today we have a dope dancing, very special guest. We got my guy,
feel like Usher.
Dancing Dan Rue. Welcome to the podcast, brother. I drove out here just to make this happen. I know you're on tour with Snoop Dogg right now, which is super dope. So I know we've been kind of going back and forth about trying to figure out how to make this work. And we finally did. I drove 2 hours. Me and my girl drove 2 hours.
Shout out to Chumami Muñeño.
To Camden, Aqua Auto Spa out in Camden, New Jersey. Shout out to them for letting us host a podcast here. Huge shout out to them. Definitely make sure you guys check them out. They do a lot of detailing, car washing as well. They're not here. They're Sundays are closed, right? Yeah. So definitely check out their business and make sure you guys show them some love for sure. So we got Dancing Dan.
I'm here.
You know what
What's
saying?
up?
Side note, most people know on the podcast, but I'm actually a dancer myself.
Yeah. All right, let me see something.
Saying?
Let me see. Oh, you didn't even pass it. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, so definitely dope that you are also a dancing, friend, I guess now.
Yeah. Bet.
So we're gonna talk about your GTR, because
Okay.
that's basically why most people will probably like, why is this guy on the podcast?
Yeah.
You don't really talk about your car too much and your history with the cars. And I think this is the first podcast, or actually first interview, I guess I should say, where you're actually talking about it.
Yeah, I mean, I did the video with 1320 a couple years ago, and then we talked a little bit about cars. Yeah, and that was the first time like people were like, "What? Dancing in cars?" And I don't talk about it much, man. I mean, I make funny videos on the internet. I did take a year off. My father figure passed away last year, so it's been rough. Needed a break from life. But yeah, I grew up in the car community, man. My first car was the S13.
S13.
Yeah, and immediately.
What year was this, by the way? How long ago was this?
I was a kid, man. I was.
So you OG?
17 years old. It was 2009. Yeah, 2008.
Oh, 9? Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Around the same time, I was getting into it.
Yeah, so I mean, I remember I had the KA in it, not a Honda KA for you guys. Yeah. It's the naturally aspirated 2.4 that comes in the 240. From,
right.
Blew it up and took that thing out and put an SR in it.
DET?
Yeah, of course.
Right,
yeah,
turbo.
Yeah, of course. I think we blew that motor. Like, I blew it the first few months I had it because I kept turning up the boost.
Yeah, man, those things are kind of addicting. Like,
Oh, man, it's so fun, though. And then it blew up the motor and then ended up building the motor. Sleeve block, stroked it to a 2.2.
In a garage or shop?
Yeah, this was
like
garage.
You actually built it?
I built the motor.
Okay.
It was me. I haven't touched the SR in a long time. But at that point, I was building my own motor. My dad was a mechanic.
Okay.
And me and my dad we built it together. And then from there on out, I was rebuilding the motor probably like every 5 or 6 months.
Right.
I was blowing that thing up
all
the time.
Man. I feel like those motors are very, you have to have patience for those.
Well, it's not only that. I didn't have a good tuner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the most thing because I was running the thing lean all the time. We were trying to tune it ourselves.
Turn that boost up for sure.
And I didn't have the right tuning experience.
Right.
But as far as mechanically inclined, like dropping an SR, putting it back the same weekend was easy as long as I had the parts. Yeah.
So you were doing this out in Louisiana?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. Is there a big car community over there?
It used to be big, and I moved away. I've been out of there for years, and I got out of the car community. I would say for 5 or 6 years. Yeah. It's going through a rough time. And like I like to tell people, I was sleeping in my car, not my 240, but I
really
end up, I had an old Jeep. I ended up sleeping in for a long time until 2016, for probably like 7 months. In Louisiana, they have truck stops like all over the place. So I would like shower at truck stops, and all the way to 2017, I hit up my boy Nick. I was like, bro, can I spend the night at your house? We ended up making a video, went viral, and.
Wow. So do people know this story about you?
I don't talk about it much, bro. It's like, for me, like people are like, yo, you need to tell your story.
Yeah.
But I just be I'm living life, man. I'm trying to enjoy life. I like smiling, like laughing. I'm a fun individual.
Right.
I always like bringing that brightness to the room. But, for the car community, I love the car community.
Yeah.
I've been in it for a long time. Man, I'm an import guy, so of course I'm gonna talk shit to domestics all day. It's been that since day. I don't think that's ever gonna end.
Yeah.
That's why they have the whole import versus domestics. They have it out here. What North? Where's it? Maryland every year?
Yeah, I think it's Maryland.
Yeah, at the track over there. And then it's funny because before my dad passed away, so I'm gonna tell you when I say my dad, so my stepdad raised me.
Okay.
He was the one I grew up with. All right. Biological father was never in my life, but my stepdad was a mechanic. So he died, 10 years ago now. So my uncle stepped up to the plate, was my father figure, and I lost him last year. So I've lost 2 dads in a lifetime to explain that,
Yeah.
But growing up in the car community, my dad, he bought a 240 also back in the day, and he put a 383 stroker in it.
What?
Yeah, it was sick, man. Back in 2009, yeah.
Where was the inspiration to do that? Like where?
My dad was like, I want to put a V8 in it. I mean, he did it, yeah, back in the day. But that's when they were first starting to put, LSs in them and drifting them and stuff. And
yeah, that was popular with the RX-7s that whole time.
S13.
That was kind of overrated. But
yeah, I mean, back then,
Back then it was like, yo, you had that. It was like, it was dope.
Yeah.
But you just lose so much value on the cars when you do that. That's the only thing.
But now they just sell kits that are bolt up.
Now they sell kits.
Yeah. I mean, for years, and Juku Racing has been doing that for a long time. I don't know if you guys know Juku Racing, but
yeah.
They've been doing 240s for 20 years.
Right.
They'd always building kits and stuff specifically for S13s, S14s, whatever, And I think they do GTR stuff. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, they probably do.
But
sure they tapped in. They tapped in for sure.
Yeah, but I got the car. It's crazy. It was like 2 months before my father passed away. He's like, yo, because the new GTR was coming out in 2009.
Okay.
He was like, you're going to get that car one day. In 2018, after me and Nick went viral, when I had enough money, I went and got it stock. Bought it used for like 5,000 miles on it.
How much you pay for it?
89.
89.
Yeah.
And it was used, you said how many
Yeah,
miles?
5,000 miles on it.
Okay, so this was, what year is the car?
2018.
Oh, it's the GTR 2018?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, damn,
Yeah.
bro. So can you talk about briefly how, as a content creator, you're able to purchase a car like that?
I mean,
I know we spoke about it on a live before and how you make your money and so on. But
so as a content creator, there's many ways of making money through brand deals. So back then, 2017, 18, there was going in 2019. Me and Nick made millions of views. Like it was like
I know you guys blew up, bro.
I'm talking.
Everybody's seen those videos.
I'm talking about we love, baby.
Yeah.
Those videos. Hundreds, millions. We've touched billions of views through other platforms with WorldStar, Shade Room. Everybody was posting,
Right.
So I know we're in the billions of views, and we didn't get a dime from none of that because there was no monetization on Facebook and Instagram like there is today.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, it sucks, man. But look, God's got a reason for everything. I still was able to make stuff happen. I had brand deals. I got a Bang Energy at the time. I was with Fashion Nova. Who else was I? But you do like club events. I do a lot of stuff.
You've done a lot of stuff.
So I was able to make good money,
Right.
and then and in 2020 I made the most money I've ever made in my life.
I know that's when we had spoke and you were saying how much money you were making on Facebook and so on.
And I decided it's funny because 2018 I was on Facebook streaming, playing the game, right?
Yeah.
The shop Houston. I went to Houston. I saw a GTR parachute on the back in front of the mall parked VIP. I'm like, that's fire. I posted them on my stories, shouted them out, and they hit me up.
Yeah.
And they're like, yo, you want to do something to that GTR? I'm like, fuck yeah. Let's get it, So they paid for my GTR to go to Houston. We did full bolt-on E85. It was fun. Car was making I would say 643 or something like that.
640. How much it costed to do full bolt-on on the GTR?
I will be completely honest with you. I can't say the exact price because they did comp me.
Okay. Well, retail.
So let's say the 85 kit, you're looking at Ecutech, fuel. You got to do injectors.
Mm-hmm.
I would say
roughly.
Let's say you're gonna put 10 grand in a GTR to make it have about almost 700 wheel horsepower.
10 grand for 700 horsepower.
700 wheel, yeah, I would say wheel
horsepower
to the hub,
that's important to say
to the hub, yeah, because you can put a car on a dyno jet,
yeah,
and it'll say 800.
Right.
And you're only making like 150 less or something like that. So, yeah.
Do you feel like that's expensive for for the power? No,
not at all. Not at all.
To make 700 horsepower?
No, I don't think so. Not for a car of that price range, because if you're looking at that car compared to, it's $100,000 car.
Yeah, basically.
You know, I mean, you would say it's $100,000 car. So realistically, I bought the car for 88, put 10 grand in it. It's not even $100,000 car at that time.
Yeah.
And you make a right 700 wheel.
Right.
I think the 60 to 130 was what was it? 6.7, something like that. That's fast.
6.7.
That's fast.
Damn.
You know.
That is pretty.
That's
fast.
a 10-second car.
Yeah.
You know.
That's impressive. So I think that a lot of the cars now with the newer technology, it's much easier to make a lot of power because full bolts on, whether it's 10,000 or for my car it might be 5,000.
Yeah.
And you could make well, I don't know if you could make around the same, but you'd have to do port injection.
Yeah.
Run probably full E for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But you could do it. It's just the transmission is the only issue.
Well,
so now
GTR, same thing. Yeah.
Right. So now the
14s
are the 14s and what is it? 09 to 14 are the bad years?
09 to 2015, 14, yeah, something like that.
Are the bad years for the transmission. So you have an 18, so you're good.
Yeah,
right?
It was good.
Okay.
The car was running great. We decided, I'm not gonna lie, I went to my hometown. It's like, bro, once you're in it, you're in it.
Yeah.
So like, I remember I raced, who did I race? A buddy of mine built CTSV. It was fast.
Yeah,
he barely beat me, and I was so mad. I was just full bolts on at the time.
Yeah.
So I called the shop. I was like, yo, how much for turbos? Just to do turbos. When I tell you, and I recommend this to anybody who wants to have like close to 900 wheel, the 750X kit, bro, that will wake a GTR up like unreal.
So what is it called?
The 750X kit.
So what can you talk about what that comes with? Like,
yeah, so it's just the turbos. They take the stock housings.
Okay.
They put bigger
Stock
blades, bigger
location?
stock location.
Okay.
It looks stock.
Right.
I brought it to the Nissan dealership, and it just looks stock under there. It's nothing crazy.
So you'll never know.
You never know. 750X kit it's so fun, but we're talking about doing you do like 30 psi, making with cats on the car. Because I'm in California.
Yeah.
I'm going to take no chances. I'm like, fuck it, That car made 848 wheel on a hub dyno with cats on the car.
With cats.
Without a front mount intercooler, too. A stock front mount. Bro. The bad thing about GTRs is the front mount intercooler, the stock one, it heat soaks really bad at about 140 miles an hour. It heats, it just falls on its face. It's bad. So the small upgrades, I mean, if you want to make 900 wheel, front mount intercooler, downpipes, get an exhaust. I had a simple ETS exhaust.
Yeah.
And that 750X kit with Ecutech, I would say you put 20 grand. It would probably with cost. You got to think about when a shop charges you, they're going to charge you probably $100 an hour.
Yeah.
For the thing is, you could do these things. Now, here's the thing: you save a lot of money by doing. I put the intercooler on myself. I did downpipes. I did the exhaust.
That's stuff you
can do. I put all that on myself.
Right.
This was my first time working on a VR. I was unexperienced.
Right.
So as we started to go on more, like when I did blow the transmission, I was in Phoenix. I'm just gonna skip forward to a situation.
Yeah, cool.
Blew the transmission. We already up swapped it out. Mac Brunson, my boy.
That's yeah.
Right. He's got Kimbo.
Okay, yeah.
Everybody knows Mac, my dog. His car is nasty. But I dropped the transmission with him.
Right.
So once I did that, now I know how to pull a tranny. It's not that hard. The problem is you have to have a lift. You got to have a transmission drop, like, a bracket. If you don't, the same thing on the front end to drop the motor.
Right.
It's not like old school where I could just put it on an engine stand, pull the hood like a 240.
Yeah,
everything comes from the bottom. It's all one piece.
Okay.
It's the easiest way to work on it, and it's super fast. I didn't realize how easy it was till Mac was right there and showed me what to do.
Yeah.
And I've dropped the transmission a few times myself now.
Wow.
I mean, it's not that hard now. But going back to that, I would say to get an accurate number, turbos, everything, maintenance, let's say $15,000, you'll have 900 wheel and a GTR.
That's not bad.
But the thing is, you got to worry about that transmission. The John Biscani tuned the car at the time.
Yeah.
Ecutech, great guy. Horrible communication as a tuner, but that's most tuners.
Yeah, a lot of that was my I kind of my girl's laughing. Yeah, no, I think that a lot of people really speak about that and customer service more so with tuners. I don't want to target him specifically.
Well, not say that because
thing.
At the end of the day, you got to think about this. If you have 100, let's say you have John Visconti's probably got thousands of customers, right?
Oh, 100%. Emails out the.
Can you
roof.
imagine? And I can understand from his point of view.
Yeah.
How many customers hit him up a day?
I bet
it's probably unreal.
Not even people who he's worked with already, just like updating stuff or like, you know.
So I know. So I had trouble with that, but the shop Houston has always been there for me when it comes to things, and now it's like there's no more communication with the tuner. I just talk to the shop. They'll make sure something happens.
Right.
But man,
is that because of who you are though, or just because of how much money you spent?
I wouldn't say
that's another thing too.
You're a customer. No, I'm not gonna say that because they're cool with customers. They treat every customer pretty equally.
Right.
There's a difference is though, like if some stuff's on the line, like if you're a Texas 2K weekend, and so like I seen the shop Houston recently, a car blew a motor.
Damn.
But he ran, bro. That motor blew up after hundreds of passes. You know.
Oh, okay.
We're talking 2,000 plus 2,400 horsepower car. That's another thing we'll get to in a second. Why I think personally that the VR is the most powerful V6 or 6-cylinder on the platform. I think so. Just because I've what I've seen.
Or in the
I
world?
would say for in a car that is drivable on the street, I don't think there's another 6-cylinder that can touch the VR.
We'll get there.
We'll get there. But like I said, let's say I can't say the exact price. You could call the shop Houston and they'll tell you a different price, but you're looking about 15 to 20, somewhere in that range, and you'll get 900 wheel out of a GTR.
No transmission though.
No transmission, unfortunately.
Okay. So how much power can that transmission hold stock?
Torque. Torque, I would say 650 is pushing it.
Really?
Pushing it, yeah.
It's the same thing with these cars. 600, it's like it starts slipping up in the higher gears.
Yeah, and it's but I think Shep offers a really good Shepherd. I don't know, you guys car guys will know who I'm talking about. Shepherd
Evos,
Evos. He's a legend in the Evos, but they've also recently come across something he's doing a different heat treatment with the billet gears, and supposedly it's holding up when you go all out with a stage 5, stage 6 transmission.
What does that cost though?
Stage 4. Well, I would say stage 4. I have a stage 4 in my car. You're looking at $30,000. But here's the thing: a stock transmission from a GTR costs that much.
Damn. So if you blew the transmission, and you have to get a new one. You'd have to pay $30,000.
Not necessarily, because I'm just saying, like, if you want to buy one, brand new.
Okay.
Yeah, from Shep, whatever. You send it in. It depends on what kind of damage it's in. It all depends, man. I can't say a price on something, but I will let you know for a full build GTR, you're going to spend about $100,000.
That's not bad though. I feel
like I'm talking about
to be fast though.
Yeah,
how much horsepower?
I'm talking about fast, bro.
Yeah,
I'm talking about.
So how much have you spent on your car?
I would say about 100.
100.
Yeah.
And so right now, okay, so the videos that are online that as of now, 1,400, right? 1320, that was 1,400. Apparently, from what you were saying in the car.
Look,
I don't know.
All car guys lie about their fucking power.
I know.
Whether they're dumb and have a stock car and say they have 600 horsepower and they only have like 400.
Yeah.
Or a big power guy, they all lie about the power.
You definitely were capping, because I'm like, there's no way this guy 1,400 horsepower is smoking these dudes like.
Let me tell you about these cars that I was racing. People are like, oh, this is blah blah blah. Those cars were all making 1,200 horsepower.
No, I'm not saying they weren't, but
but I'm like, a lot of people don't know. They're like, oh, that was just a regular. Those were all twin turbo cars. Those were not like some of these guys like he's bullying 5.0s. That was not a 5.0. That was a built Gen 5 with twin turbos, like big power Mustang. Those cars are fast.
Even the BMW that you ran too.
That BMW is fast.
Yeah, it's fast.
Let me tell you about that BMW. He's making a little over 1,100 wheel. That car is fat and light too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's light.
So like, here's another video that was I actually posted on my page when we first built the car, Shop Houston, before I went Modtech.
Right.
I'm still in EcuTech.
Okay. The
car made a lot of power, but I raced a midnight performance car, just to give you guys an observation of how fast GTRs are. This 5.0 twin turbo built by Midnight Performance. We were having fun.
Yeah.
But that car, that blue Mustang. That car ran a 7.5.
7.5.
And I beat it from a roll by about a car and a half, 2 cars. And that was my old setup. Yeah.
Damn, bro. All right, so you're not gonna say how much horsepower you're making, right? I'm not really big on the horsepower, but it's just to give a perspective of like what you're paying for.
Yeah, I mean, bro, people don't realize like if people on the internet, they're like, oh, you gotta build GTR, you got all money. A Hellcat would murder a stock GTR. Well, we know that. We know that any stock car is just a stock car.
Right.
Who drives a stock car nowadays?
Nobody.
So all the Mopar guys, this might trigger some people. All the Mopar guys are like, Hellcat, Demon Track Hawk, all this. I got that new Demon 170 is coming out. You know, that thing right there, nothing beating that. That thing, you know, here's the thing, guys. Built for built.
Yeah.
And that makes no, I don't like how people are like, oh, stock for stock. No one has a stock car, bro.
Oh, 100%. That doesn't even matter. It's
when you build a car from shops that go all out, no disrespect to these shops out here, but you never see a Hellcat. You never see a Corvette. You never see a Mustang make it past the second or third round in roll racing at Texas 2K. You never do. They never make it past because GTRs, Lambos, and Vipers run that shit.
Vipers are
fast.
Those things are fast.
The thing is, the only bad thing about the Vipers, it's a lot of top power.
Yeah.
So you won't get that mid-range power that Huracans and GTRs do. GTRs are just known for their mid-range power. It's unreal, bro. Like, as we recently saw, shout out to my boy Bobby, Lambo Assassin. You know, he went up against UGR's fastest car and gapped it. Damn. You saw the race?
No, I haven't seen that one.
So it's a 3,600 horsepower
that
Lambo.
Was at Texas
2K, yeah.
At the track.
Yeah.
What color is the Lambo?
The Lambo, what color was that Lambo? I don't know, but it's UGR's. It was their baby, you know. It's their fast car, 3,600 horsepower, and my boys over there, T1, Bobby.
T1, yeah.
Yeah, Bobby built. T1 built Bobby's car. Makes 34, 32.
Bro, that's insane. All-wheel drive, right? Okay, so yeah,
but Huracans are all-wheel drive too.
Right.
You know, but this car had the hit, and Bobby pulled him. You know. And that's UGR's fastest car. And this is a GTR, bro. People don't realize GTRs. That's why I say it's a V6.
Yeah.
You got to think about that, bro. It's a V6. I think Bobby's a 4.2 stroker. I think 4.2, 4.3. I don't know the exact number. I could be completely wrong with that, but don't know. Mine's a 4.1.
4.1.
Yeah, I'm a 4.1 now.
Okay, so the stages. So you didn't even talk about the transmission. I don't think how much you
like with
the new setup, because you said you had the
here's the problem. GTRs, I will let you know, the transmission's always been the problem throughout the years.
Okay.
Recently, Shep is trying this new heat treatment with these gears, and they're saying it's run a lot better. But that's why I don't dig race no more, because bro, after going through so many transmissions, I went through three transmissions, bro. And that's 70, 80 grand to fix these transmissions through these three transmissions.
But yours obviously not stock now. You can't have
right. Everything. There's nothing stock on my car except the front axles.
Yeah. So on a Hoonigan, you were mentioning that too.
Yeah.
And you didn't race from a dig because it's the transmission.
So let me tell you something. This is what people don't realize about this. My car was faster than that Mustang by a long shot. I was having a lot of troubles. We were having, for some reation, my rear diff.
You were bogging out at the line, right?
Yeah, bogging. So the Modtech would trip out because we got one good run in where I kind of like rolled off the line, and you know you could see that clearly my car was faster, and I pulled him as I slingshotted. But the thing is, it's like with Modtech, it was recognizing that the car was trying to bog, and it would kill the car. So
I was trying to figure out what it was, and
I mean, Modtech's just safety features. That's all it was.
Was it limp mode though, or just like
it basically would kill it?
Okay,
it would kill it because it's like something's not right.
Right.
You're not supposed to bog a car. You're not supposed to like try to. You're not supposed to drive a car like that. You know.
Yeah.
But a lot of things have changed. The car, and at that time, I had stock throttle bodies on the car.
Okay.
There's actually, I could be wrong completely. No, I'm not wrong about this. So the Porsche 911 Turbo S throttle bodies, I think, go on the GTRs now. And we recently did that upgrade. So it's got better throttle response.
Oh, wow.
So now I can go off the line like, and it would just take off instead of bogging.
Damn, that's crazy.
So Rob Harper tunes the car. Probably the best, I would say probably the best tuner in the world, I guess, for GTRs.
In the world for GTRs?
Yeah, on Modtech, yeah.
Okay. He's got like all the records, all those cars?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, so Rob is that guy. But we're gonna get back. All right, so let's get back to this real quick. Let's make this a statement. Mopar guys. All right, so Mustangs. Let's Mopars, Ford guys, Vet guys. I love domestics. If I could choose a domestic, I would go. I love Vets. Old school. I had a C6.
I like Vets too. C7s. I like the C7.
I had the C6,
Yeah.
Z06. Big
those
block.
Those are nice too. Those 2 years are like those
Nasty.
two. Yeah, those are good.
But
Not a fan of
for all the
C8s.
people who talk about Hellcats, the Demons, the Mustangs, the Vets, they never can make it past the second round of roll racing at Texas 2Ks because they're slow. I'm sorry, it is what it is.
They're slow.
They're
That's a bold statement.
Think about this. All these shops come to Texas 2K.
Yeah.
They're all built cars.
Right.
Whether it's built Mustangs, built Vets, built Hellcats, Demons, they can't make it past the second round because they're slow.
Okay, so hold on. So let's, for example, I know you probably worked on Evos before, 4G63s, right?
4G63 is a great motor. It's one of, I think,
Great
probably
motor.
probably the best. I would say it probably is the best 4-cylinder ever made.
I don't agree with that.
What do you agree with?
So
And
power wise, yes.
I love SRs,
but
too,
those shits
so.
break all the time.
They both do.
Right, but it's same thing with like what you're saying. Like they can't make it.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying?
You're right. Okay, the Honda boys will get me fucking punching in the air because the K24A2 is like a great motor.
That to me
Yeah,
is
you're
probably
right.
the greatest of all time.
You're probably right. I mean,
and the F20, the S2000
yeah,
motor
okay,
as well.
okay, yeah, okay. So yeah, sorry Honda guys, you guys probably got it there.
I'm a Honda guy, I gotta say.
I love
So
Hondas, bro.
The K series is definitely where
Speaking
it's at.
of Hondas, oh man, I got some stories to tell. So back in the day, my homie, Abdullah, he used to have a H22 built
Yeah,
EG hatch, right?
The Preludes, yeah.
This motherfucker, I loved him, man. He would strip out his car. He had like one of these seats in there. Like a
No way.
yeah,
That's common, bro.
Yo,
it's still a thing.
and that was, but no. His H22 was naturally aspirated at the time.
Yeah, it's probably loud as shit too, right?
Loud.
Those motors are loud.
I used to love watching him race people, man, because he wouldn't eat for like 3 days prior. He know you got a race power to weight.
Is that serious?
No, he was
the
so
Honda guys
serious.
go. They
Yeah, I
take it
love
to an
Honda
extreme.
guys. Bro, Hondas are fast, bro.
No, they are. Nowadays they're fast.
Oh,
Back then,
I mean, they were still fast. I mean,
They were.
I had a homie Blake too back in the day. He had a 10-second Honda back in like 2009.
that's
2010.
that's fast.
He was on another level, but he was always breaking axles, so he'd go to AutoZone and switch them out after like every race.
AutoZone on a 10-second
Duralast.
Honda.
Bro, Duralast and swap them out. Like he would do this like on the weekend, every weekend. Just
What was
swap-
his setup? You know,
I don't remember his setup, man. It's been years.
10 seconds. That's pretty impressive.
No,
Back then, and be doing AutoZone
Yeah.
axles.
So my car, we built my SR,
Yeah.
and back then, man, like roll racing's like the thing. It still is. A lot of people roll race.
In New York, it's not. We don't.
Yeah,
really do that.
I know.
I'm not sure why.
No, no. I mean, I
roads are
respect.
shitty, but-
I respect the 8th mile stuff. I mean, a lot of guys out there who are really car guys, but like, yo, if you're not racing from a dig, you a bitch. And I respect that.
Yeah,
That's why
what
I'm
they
building
say.
a dig car right now, and I love racing from a dig. But with my GTR, bro, I am not paying for another transmission. So
I wouldn't do it. I said that on a previous episode. Like, if you have a 2,000 horsepower GTR, like I wouldn't break it on the street. To be honest,
no, bro.
like
I
I
gotta
would.
race for money.
Money, right? It had to
Here's
be
the
money
thing.
or at the track.
Here's the thing. Or I could be Boosted Lucky if he just wants to race me. But
You mentioned Boosted Lucky a couple times. So what's like the
No, it's like I like Boosted. It's like a UFC fight.
I'm not saying
it's
that,
like a
yeah.
UFC fight.
100%,
Like
100%.
I see you at the standoff, like we cool,
Yeah.
we fucking up. But when I get in the ring,
But why is he like the main?
Nah, man, people
Like-
just always in my comments talking about race Boosted Lucky, race Boosted Lucky. Like I love it. And the thing is, what I respect about Boosted Lucky, because I'm pretty sure. I mean, I see him at a shop.
Yeah.
But I know he puts his hands on his car.
Right.
And I do too. People don't see that because I don't be posting my life as a car guy.
Yeah.
I don't have that. People don't see that side of me. So that
course
motherfucker's like, go back to TikTok, go back to dancing, in the comments, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, fuck you. I'll go back.
The thing is that most people, like, when you're an influencer,
Yeah.
they think that that's your life and you have no life before that.
Yeah, I know.
So
Yeah.
it's kind of it's a common thing. You're gonna get that when it comes to social media.
Always, the comments are hilarious, bro. I will die laughing at comments because people really don't know me.
Right.
So all I do is laugh. Like girls commenting, my boyfriend's got this, my boyfriend's got that. I said I will gap You and your boyfriend.
That sounds like something you would definitely
I was
say.
like, Gap, you and your boyfriend. Stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying?
I think the 1320 video definitely shed some light onto your history in cars. And even if you just got the car, you still knew what you were doing.
Yeah, shout out to 1320, man. Cars are fun, bro. But I will say another thing. People don't realize that, power to weight. My GTR is full interior, AC.
Yeah.
With me in it, 4,200 pounds.
How much you weigh?
I'm 165.
How tall are you?
5'10".
165. Damn, I gotta lose some weight.
Hey, look, bro. Next time you got a race coming up, don't eat for like 3 days. You're gonna be straight.
Nah, man.
Power to weight, man.
3 days. I lose like 3 pounds.
Just drink
bro.
some water, man. Some water.
I guess. I don't know.
You gotta fast for 3 days before a race, man.
Damn. I'm not doing it. I'm not racing. But so you said 4,000 pounds?
Yeah, well, 4190 with me in the car. So
4190.
Yeah, with me in the car. It's a heavy car. Like a Hellcat's what, 44?
Something like that. Those cars are heavy too.
Yeah, but like we're not far off. Like people don't.
So do you think that you would smoke Boosted Lucky in a race?
Yeah, I honestly, respectfully. I mean,
you think he probably knows that?
Bro, it's a big power GTR. Like,
no, 100%.
You know, but it's. I don't know how to. I'm not saying I would never be disrespectful, but I know.
No, we're talking about cars here. We're not disrespecting.
Yeah, I know, no, and I respect him so much. I really do. But like, even like a couple years ago, I kid you not, when I was at Texas 2K, I ran out to where the Demons and Hellcats were. I was like, yo, what's the fastest shit y'all got?
Right.
They ain't had nothing for me.
What is the fastest car that? I mean, I know I had Steph from Out the Fame on, and he claims to have one of the fastest. But like, are there any high horsepower ones, like 2,000 horsepower,
like
Hellcats
that
you know of?
Mm-mm.
Or anybody in particular that you know that like?
No, I don't know. And the thing is, bro, the way cars make power is different. You know, you could slap twin 76s on a car, and if you don't have the right tuner, if you don't have like tuner is big, you don't understand, and you don't have the right ECU. Modtech, the reason why GTRs are so fast is because of Modtech. Modtech also controls traction and knows when to give it traction when it needs it in a tune. Damn. So that way I'm not spinning. I will spin if I put it on kill.
Yeah,
it's skating left to right going forward.
So it's all-wheel
drive car.
How many maps you have? Because you said you have 9 maps.
Yeah.
And they all with like a button on it.
Every bump is like 1,000 horsepower.
Chill.
No, I'm serious.
1,000 horsepower?
Yeah, every notch is like 1,000 horsepower.
So all right, so how do you go through 9 maps? I'm confused.
I mean, just 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
4.
but like, what do you need It's not 1,000 per.
It's boost. You know, it's just turn up the boost. On kill, I'm 60 psi.
60
yeah.
psi.
Yeah.
When was the last time you ran on kill mode? 1320 was kill mode?
No.
That
was map 4. That whole day. Okay, so I will let you guys know something. So if you go to the 1320 video and watch me race that red GTR, that guy was a liar.
You said, hold on.
And I was a little skeptical about him because I heard before, and that's why I went check on some stuff.
His ethanol content.
I had to check his ethanol content.
Why? I'm confused.
Here's the thing, because you can't make over 1,600 horsepower at 80. You have to do E100. It has to be 90 plus. So that's like I was like, okay. So what I did is I put it at 1,600 just to make sure.
Yo, this guy.
But
you gotta tell him to change the title of that video.
But that GTR, that was 2 years ago. My car is faster now. So
1,600. So he was smoking everybody at 1,600, trying to make it seem like he was at 1,400.
Hey, but it's just 200 horsepower. It's not like a big deal.
That is a big deal.
No, it's not.
200 horsepower?
Nah.
Bro, 200 horsepower.
So let me tell you something. So this is what the thing is. The guy, Ted, in that video, he sold that car, I think, after that race.
The red GTR.
Yeah, he sold that car after that race. Made sense. He was trying to cap because he was rolling around with 20s on. So if you've seen, he was spinning in that video.
Yeah, that was a problem.
So that's why that last run, I said, let me let him get the hit.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that car was making about 1,500 horsepower. He was finessing people.
Oh, but he wasn't able to put it down.
Yeah. So that's why I let him get the hit so he could hook.
Right.
Just to show him that the car was faster. The car was definitely faster.
Damn, bro. My guy was out here looking for some competition.
I was, but you know.
And nobody was with it. Nobody was like.
There was one car that actually would have been a really good race, but it spun out really bad. It was a silver Mustang. I think it was like the second or third. We were about to go under a bridge.
Yeah.
That car was making like 1,500 horsepower. That was going to be a good race, me and that Mustang. But he was having traction issues really bad. And I think like even Boosted Lucky, I think he's having a lot of traction issues. But even if I like race, like say Boosted Lucky and he hooks, it's not like.
So who's out there for you?
Man, I mean, as a content creator, like I'm a content creator, so I look for other content creators. There's shops out there that, bro, to be honest with you, I probably have the 20th. I would say there's probably 20 GTRs that are faster than from the shop.
From that shop that you go to?
Yeah, just that shop.
I believe that. I mean, I know.
There's so many fast GTRs out there, bro. But as a known person who has a fast car, you know, there's. I mean, you go on TikTok and you see like people like, what was his name? Helgato or I don't know, you got Boosted Lucky. Who's some other big name people that I've seen?
Fast cars?
That have supposedly fast cars.
I think the bigger influencers just have more for like, you know, drifting stuff.
Yeah.
Adam LZ and TJ Hunt. They don't really have fast cars.
Yeah.
There's the other dude with the 4-rotor RX-7 or something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, those cars are just like for content.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to race Alex Choi because with
Choi, but he doesn't race really, right?
Nah, he doesn't really race. But those are all sheepy cars.
Right. So Sheepy does he have any elite builds right now?
Yeah,
like fast cars that are got, like, reliable and consistent.
All Huracans are fast, especially now with a lot of the guys that have setups like they're making over 2,000. You know, with built motors, built transmissions. But the money you have to put in that car to make 2,000, you're gonna have to put 200,000 in a Huracan to go. So
double what you put in your car.
Yeah, yeah.
Which makes sense. It's a Lamborghini.
Yeah, it's a Lambo. Yeah, I mean. And I think it's a quarter.
A quarter.
I'm pretty sure I don't know how much the elite program is, but I think Sheepy, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I know you're spending 200 to get 2,000 horsepower.
Have you ever had a Sheepy kit, or have you ever worked with Sheepy?
Oh yeah. Me and Alex, you know, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
We're friends, you know. I don't have no beef with nobody, but I know for a fact that his customers have to call him before they race somebody like me. Especially with the recent setup I did that not a lot of people know about, but they'll find out soon enough on the street. But yeah, man, my favorite thing to do is gap bikes.
Yeah.
Because they just don't believe it. I gapped and I don't have the video. I'm so sick to my stomach, bro, because I have my GoPro set up.
Yeah.
And I thought I turned it on for the race, and I didn't. And I'm sick to my stomach. It was a stretched H2.
Okay.
Nitrous, H2, tuned, all this shit.
Bro, it's like the fastest bike in the world, right?
I think so. One of the fastest bikes.
Yeah.
Bro, I beat that thing by like 6 cars. It was bad.
I think when you get to a certain amount of horsepower with cars, like, and you can put the power down, the bikes don't even.
Yeah, people don't realize how fast my car really is, so I gotta bullshit them. But no, man. I mean, I've always been an import guy. I need to start posting more car content because motherfuckers really be like, "Yo, why
don't you just make a dedicated car page?
I thought about that. Yeah, so I'm probably definitely gonna do that. Probably do that. I think dedicated car stuff, just car stuff, not just my GTR. I appreciate other people's cars. I just talk shit. Right. I'm a car guy. If you're not a car guy, like, you know, you have to be a car guy to talk shit.
100%.
You have to be because like if you don't, like, what the hell are you doing, man?
I think that a lot of that gets like misinterpreted though, because people, they take the shit talking to like another level.
Yeah, they do.
And it kind of like for us content creators, like sometimes we see this stuff and it's like, damn, like, you know, I put all this money and work into this car, and for somebody just to come on here and just really bash it and just keep continuously talking shit, it's kind of hard sometimes. Honestly.
But bro, like, there's GTRs are fast, bro. Like,
no, 100%.
No matter
what.
My homie Brad at PPC, like, they built some badass cars. One of his customers in California has a silver GTR. He's making big power too. He's probably making, I think, like 22 or something like that.
A friend of mine named Mo, he actually just sold his GTR. He actually, I think he won second at Texas 2K this past year. Yeah.
Oh,
it was like I don't know if it was
From
Nardo Gray. I'm not sure. He literally just sold it. And he's got something else coming. But his car was super fast.
The only thing that could beat a GTR is another GTR or a Huracan, like a twin turbo V10.
Now at those stages though, it's a good question because it's like
those are the top 3 cars. Like, nothing's beating him.
Now, what if you have one? Because you're at a level where it's like you're up there with the fast guys, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's say if you wanted to get to another car that's faster, a Huracan probably, right?
Okay.
Now, when you're at that level, what do you go to after that? Like, what's next for like?
Nothing. There's nothing, bro.
Do you feel like you get bored of cars after that? Like, what is?
I'm not gonna say I get bored out of cars, bro. When I drive my car, I'm on wastegate all the time, and wastegate's 1100 horsepower. Like, I just drive around. I literally just drive around on wastegate. Like,
yeah.
I just drive the car normally. I daily it. Like when I'm not doing anything, bro, I'm just chilling. But the car sits a lot. It's at the shop right now in Houston, just chilling.
There's
nothing wrong with it. No, it's fine. Crank it up every day.
Oh, okay.
The shop, like when my car's with them or they have other customers, they crank them up every day. Let them run. They don't just let it sit.
Right.
Gas mileage is not. It's not that great. I'm gonna say this. I have a stock fuel tank. I don't have a fuel cell, but I do have the let's see what I was running the triple Hellcats pumps, but just wasn't supporting the power I was making. At 1600, it starts to flutter.
Really?
So we had to upgrade. So now I have, what is it, Airsoft? I think. I don't know. I don't. That's the one thing. I'm sorry. I don't know.
Wait, so how many pumps do you have in the car?
Right now, it's a dual setup. It's the jet. It's like they use for like jets.
Really?
Fuel pump. Yeah. So they support, like I think around a little over 2,000 horsepower. Now, when you go to the 2,500 horsepower range, there's a bigger Airsoft jet pump that they use. It's like a single that goes on in a cell, and it just or they'll do manual. A lot of big power guys are doing manual fuel pumps because that just pumps fuel.
Well, why not just do a fuel cell though? Like in your
For me, no. I mean, my car's a street car, bro. It's literally a street car. I putt around in that motherfucker. Like, bro, I don't be tearing my car up, bro. I baby that car around. I just enjoy it. I like my little late night rides. Man, some people don't realize I'm a real car guy at heart. Like, I love just driving my car. No,
100%. Is there anybody that you want to like race that aside from content creators, like people who are actually outside? Because there are some fast cars that maybe you haven't really come.
Well, see, the thing is, so let's think of it this way, right? Someone who's not a content creator has nothing to lose. If I lose a race against somebody who's like, I lose. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So I'm picky with my races.
Okay.
I'm not trying to pick on nobody, but that's why I don't go on the internet and be like, I want to race you, Boosted Lucky, right now. You're a bitch. And no, I don't do that. I'm not that guy. I'm a very respectful guy. I've raced people off camera just to do it.
Right.
And people respect me for that.
Have you lost yet?
No, I have not lost a race with my new setup.
Well, the GTR's like the lifetime of the car.
So, the lifetime of the car? Yeah, I've lost 2 races. No, not even since I built my car in 2020. No, I have not been beaten.
Okay,
but there are cars out there that are faster than me.
Right.
But I'm not a dumbass. I'm not gonna just pick. I know who to race and not to race.
Right.
But I remember when I was full bolt on the 85, I lost. It was a super close race, but I did lose to it was I think it was a fully built Hellcat, Yellow Jacket, my boy Yellow Jacket.
Okay.
Yeah. But that was, my car wasn't making a lot of power.
I was gonna say you lost to a Hellcat, but you're kind of like saying that they're kind of slow.
They are slow because it was full bolt on car. I didn't even have an intercooler.
Okay, so that doesn't really.
Yeah, and his was a full built, like that car was making like 1,000 something at the time, I think.
Damn.
Yeah, but like I said, like his car was stripped, built motor, all this stuff. I was full bolts on the 85 with AC. And,
Damn.
I still had cats on the car too, actually. Yeah, but the thing is,
it's still impressive though.
Yeah, bro. I mean, people don't realize, like, but when you build a car, you can't beat a GTR. I mean, I just, and people are like, built. They'll be like, bought, not built. I was like, bro, like, I put my hands on the car.
Right.
Literally the car.
It's common with GTRs.
With the I've had no problems with the motor. Mac builds exquisite motors.
Yeah.
Like, if anything has happened, it's been the very first time a motor fucked up is because I was pumping gas. God, I hate this fucking company. So they had water in their E85 and it failed my motor. Yeah.
Did you sue?
Well, the problem is the way it happened. I couldn't prove it because it literally happened like I don't know, because like, you know, I was crossing through Louisiana, I was going to see my family, went to Lake Charles, and it happened. God, it was so annoying. But yeah, so here's another hint for all you car guys out there. If you don't have an E85 tester,
right?
If you have an ethanol content reader in your car,
right?
Here's a tip. If you go to pump E85 and for some reason the ethanol content shoots up really high, like to 100,
right?
It's water. Because
how do they get water in there?
So it doesn't happen often, but I'm letting you know, water will read 100% ethanol. Yeah. So if you get an ethanol reader and pour water in it, it'll say 100% ethanol. Yeah, so like this is what happened. I remember too, because I was pumping, and I think I was only getting like 72% or something like that from ethanol reader, which is still fine. Yeah. But it jumped up to like 90, and I'm like, damn, they got some good ethanol in this motherfucker.
You thought it mixed already?
Yeah, I was like, damn, you know. Yeah. But it was water in there. It fucked up my motor.
But okay, so how do you know it was water though? Like, what did you do to figure this out?
Well, we went to the shop.
Okay.
They pulled the fuel out of there, and it had water concentration in it. So yeah, I definitely got it from that fuel pump. Filled my motor. And that was in 2020.
Damn. What gas station was this? So we know to stay away from it.
It's in Lake Charles. It's the only E85 station going from. If you go to Beaumont, Texas, I don't know the name of it.
Yeah.
You go to Beaumont, Texas, and you're passing through to go to Louisiana through Lake Charles on the way to Lake Charles. I think it's right. Is it after? It's in Lake Charles. Yeah, it's right off the highway.
Damn.
And that one had bad E85 in it. You know, that was a couple years ago, but
you never know. You just rather be safe.
I'd rather be safe. But that's something that I've always now. It's like every little thing about the GTR. Like, I'm super cautious with. You know, luckily Houston has great E85. Like you go to this, you're getting like 85%. Yeah.
I mean, you're close to like where they, you know.
So but Lake Charles is right there too, and you would think the same thing.
You would think the same thing, but probably not. No. So, you mentioned to me before your take on the car community, right? And you said you're not really a fan of takeovers. So can you explain? Because I'm sure it's a bigger thing in the South. Or
I'm sure I have followers and people who support me who like doing that.
Yeah. Same. Everybody.
Okay, so like here's the thing. I guess it's fun, you know, but I feel like they should do it in a more controlled environment. Anybody can do circles and do rollbacks on a car. Like I grew up with a 240. I used to drift. It's not drifting.
Yeah.
Anybody can lightly hold the brake and hit the gas and just do a little circle. You know, it's not hard. It's not hard. And even rollbacks, you know.
Yeah.
People think rollbacking is skill. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I would say, but you know, I'm not gonna take it from some of the drivers out there. But it's a lot. It's a lot of people, bro. It's just wild, bro. Like,
do you see the videos where people get thrown in the air, hit all the time?
I'm like, what the fuck are these motherfuckers doing? You know, it's crazy. Is like, I can't sit here and say I support it. I'm never gonna say don't do what you want to do. Right. But for me, it's not like part of the car community. I would say it's more of because you have people in Camrys out there, and whatever, you know.
Yeah.
You know, but have fun. You know, do what you want to do in life. But I feel like they should do it in more controlled areas.
Right.
At least a parking lot. You know.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of them do happen in parking lots, but it's still kind of unsafe. I think it's more of a vibe for them. I
think they need a pit box would be fire to do that at. You know, they have events like Import Face Off has burnout competitions, and let's see, you know, Origin has their meets, and they rent out like a pit box. Yeah, that's fire. You know.
Yeah, that's dope.
Go have fun in the pit box and do that. Let's see what you can do in a pit box. You know.
Yeah.
The thing is, bro, like people don't realize anything could happen. I've seen, and when I say this, I'm gonna literally speak my mind on it. I've seen accidents happen, like a wheel fall off.
Yeah.
I've seen a wheel fly off and kill somebody. When I was
from the wheel.
Yeah, the wheel flew off and killed a young boy. This was in 2000. What was it, like 2000? I don't know. It was a long time ago, but I seen it at a meet. It was a burnout competition at a controlled environment. Anything can happen, bro.
Yeah.
A tire can fly off a car and knock somebody out, almost decapitate somebody. You got to think about the speed, the trajectory of a tire flying off a car is unreal.
Yeah.
Anything can happen, bro. And I would hate for somebody to lose their life. And I'm sure there's already been major accidents.
There's you know, people who definitely have gotten hurt doing
You know what I'm saying? So, like, be safe, be smarter about situations you want to do. Like, I feel like cities should gather a community and do controlled things. Like Origin recently, they have their meets with the pit box.
Yeah.
You know, why not do that every weekend? Every Friday,
yeah.
you know, and then have the drag race and have the roll racing.
Right.
Have it to where these people can do something and look forward on the weekend. Like, oh, fuck, the weekend's coming.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday night. Like, you know, we're going, blah, 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 blah. We're going to, somebody should organize something like that. And maybe I could possibly get involved to promote that in a way without really, you know, because the main thing is the public streets, right? Yeah. One thing about me and my car, bro, I don't speed through residential areas. I've been doing like 15, 20 miles an hour where I've literally seen it with my own eyes where a kid will just run out in the street or like a bike.
Yeah.
Kids are blatant. They don't think, you know, they'll just run out in the street. They will, bro.
Yeah.
You never know. Can you imagine going through a small residential area and you hitting a kid doing
your life is over.
But
that's it.
But think about, you got to think about the
manslaughter.
And I'm not saying like like I said, I'm not bashing it. I just feel like they shouldn't do it in public streets. Go do it at a pit box. They should, like, these cities should gather car communities and there's plenty of land. There's plenty of airstrips, abandoned airstrips. There's plenty of stuff that can be organized and done.
Yeah.
Instead of doing this in public streets, it's cool, it's fun. All right, yeah, but when you lose your best friend because some random shit happens, how you gonna feel then? It's gonna take one thing to change somebody's mind, and that's death, bro. And it can happen.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that, you know,
it will happen.
It will.
Just, you just don't know
it will happen, and that's why, like, I encourage. Well, look, we all like to have fun. We all got cars. We like to have fun, but it should be in a more controlled environment, and that's all I'm saying on that. Yeah, I never want to take the fun from cars.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say, because technically they are car enthusiasts in a way, you know, with what they do. It's still a passion for cars, but I feel like it should, like, people in these cities should organize stuff to have it at a track somewhere safe, because anything could happen, bro. Anything could happen, and then you're that person in the comment. Yeah, fuck him. But they lose their best friend to some incident, and then how they're going to feel after that. Then they care.
Right.
It sucks, because it's almost like losing an artist.
Right.
When they die, their music goes crazy.
Yeah.
But you don't celebrate them while they're there. It's the same thing, bro. You celebrating it. Oh, it's so fun. Then your whole life changes because you lost somebody that was close to you and dear to you at an accident from one of these random events. That's all I'm saying on that. You know, like,
I agree with everything you're saying. I think that you know, it's a lot of younger kids too who don't really understand how things work, and they're just getting, because when I was younger, I used to go to the runs and we would run from cops. I didn't know, but I just felt like I felt like I was in a movie.
I've done that
feeling, you know what I'm saying? Like, you feel like you're in a movie. They want to feel like that, but honestly, like, it's he's like, yeah, I've been there too. I mean, no, literally running on foot back to your car for no reason, which most people do. But I'm sure you've been in some situations.
From the cops. In my day.
In your day.
In my day. Let me tell y'all. You want to hear a story?
On foot or in the car?
In the car. You want to hear a story? All right. Story time. This is a great story. Great story. I'm talking about built SR. Car was making like right at 600 wheel back in 2000.
This is like early days.
2010.
Oh, okay. You can talk about it. It's
great. Yeah. I'm talking about, I'm running from the cop, and he ain't catching me, right? I'm, you know, it's all like, back then, it's just turn off the lights, the whole car shuts down. There's no lights, you know? I need to get kill switch for my GTR anyway. Speaking of that, I need that just in case. So I'm, I forgot what I was doing. It was, I'm not gonna lie to you, I was in my feelings that night. I was thinking about my dad. My dad recently died like the year prior, so I was in it. I don't even know how fast I was going. Fast. Cop hit his lights. I'm like, fuck that cop. Turn off the lights. I'm going like 2 miles down the road. I don't even see this motherfucker no more. I'm like, yeah, I got him. So I go to pull over. I go to pull over in the median, and there's like a tree.
Right.
And like, you know how like you got your interstate going this way, and then you have like a crossing median? Mm-hmm. There was like a tree right there in between. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm just pull over right here. So I kill the car. I'm just chilling. I'm like, he's going to pass me. I see the cop coming. He starts slowing down. And he passes me up a little bit. He stops. And I'm like, there's no way this motherfucker see me. Boom, he pulled me. Woo! I'm like, fuck. I'm like, damn, I guess I'm just going to get pulled over. I was like, whatever. I was going to try to run, but I was like, the way it happened, it was just like one of those moments where I was like kind of in shock. My dumb ass had my foot on the brake. The brake light.
Oh, the brake light. Damn, bro. You were thinking like, oh, I'm good. He can't see me.
Yeah. Killed the car, everything.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh. He let me go.
He let you go.
He let me go. Motherfucker let me go.
I thought you were going to say you ran, bro.
He let me go, bro. I did run. I ran from him.
You ran, but like, he still.
Yeah, he ended up letting me go.
Damn.
I was like, fuck it. I was in my feelings that night, bro. I think I was listening. I don't know what I was listening to. It was a long time ago. Fuck. But yeah, I lost my dad, bro. So I was in my feelings. My car's like my getaway for
Pops is definitely looking out for you in that
situation.
Yeah.
So I told him what happened. I just told him I lost my dad. Man, I was in tears. I was fucking man. Fuck everything. So I lost my dad. I was.
That's probably why.
He's like, settle down. He's like, look, I can tell you going through a lot. He was an old man too.
He had the accent too.
Yeah, look, I tell you going through a lot. I lost my daddy too. Let me tell you something. You doing stupid shit like this ain't making nobody better. Better get your ass home. I'm gonna let you off. But if I ever see your motherfucking ass doing this shit again, I'm taking you straight to jail.
Oh, he was a black cop.
Huh?
He's a black cop.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't say I can't picture any other race talking like that.
He's cool as a motherfucker. Mo's cool as a motherfucker, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. Cool. He let me off.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was a crazy story. My dumb ass put on the brake. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, so I got a question for you.
Yeah,
Since you're a GTR guy, right?
Yeah.
Is the R35 your favorite GTR?
As a true car enthusiast, I love the R35, right? It's a beautiful car. It was a game changer when it came out. Like, if you go back to 2009, 2010, like, it was fucking everything up. Like, it was the GTR, you know? I'm a big fan of RBs. Okay. My favorite GTR would probably be R32.
32?
Yeah.
Why R32?
Well, first off, it's the lightest GTR that's ever been made with the RBs in it.
Okay.
I think it currently holds the record for the fastest inline six GTR. Yeah, I think it's the fastest cable throttle.
Right.
Say cable throttle car.
Throttle,
yeah. I think it was 620s or something like that.
Damn.
I think I don't know. It's stupid fast, but I love R32s, man. They're sick.
R32s?
They're sick cars, bro.
So you're not a fan of the R34?
I love the R34. It's the legendary car. You know, of course, I would love to have one.
Yeah.
Anybody would. Who wouldn't want one?
That's my dream car.
I mean,
my dream JDM car, I would say.
Yeah, I would say it is the dream JDM car.
Right.
But for me, I'm an S15 guy. I love
Okay.
the S15, and the R32 was like my babies. Like, I really wanted them, you know, growing up. But I like the R32, man.
R32?
Yeah, I really do.
So what's better to you, GTR or Supra?
GTR.
GTR.
I'm a GTR guy, bro. I love Supras. Don't get me wrong. The 2J is literally right up there with. Is probably a straight six is probably the most powerful straight six in the past. You know, like what was it? 30 years, huh?
Yeah.
That and the RB is like that's the two motors you think of when you think of straight six. You think of RB and 2J. It's like
MP58. Just saying.
I mean, you let me know when a B58 gets past the 7-second quarter mile.
We're not there yet.
Yeah,
we're in the early stages. We're 3 years in.
Yeah.
Or we're actually more than 3 years in, but we're getting there.
You're a few years in. You're a few years in.
We're getting there, man.
Yeah. You know, I mean,
B58 100% has to be up there.
I mean, maybe.
I think it's the modern day 2J. Me personally. That's what I think.
Yeah. BMW made it, right? It's European, right? So it's like
that's what the argument's like. Damn.
Is it European? Sure.
Well, okay. So you said before the Nissan, the GTR has the best V6 ever.
Well, I'm saying right now, 6-cylinder.
6-cylinder.
Right now, there's nothing that can beat the VR. Think about this, right? I'll give you a perspective. Kimbo, Max car, right? He had over 100-something passes. I think he did almost 200 passes.
I agree with you, by the way.
About 200 passes at 2,300 horsepower before the car started to lose compression in a cylinder. Yeah.
Yeah, those cars, man, it's just like you can just do so many passes and it's just like you have to cool down.
People don't realize it's not the GTRs, it's the transmissions that have always been the problem over the years and why they break.
Yeah.
The transmissions have always been the problem. You know, other than that, Shep's been working for years. It sucks, man, because I've seen $50,000 transmissions, like stage 6, top of the line transmission. I've seen them break after like a burnout. Yeah, brand new. Can you imagine?
You don't get any warranty or anything like that. Like
he'll help you. You know,
what's help?
Parts. He'll probably give you parts at cost, especially if he just built something and it just breaks immediately. Shep's a good guy, but he's always got transmissions coming his way. Like,
right.
It's literally like unreal the amount of transmissions he's got coming his way, like every day. It's crazy.
All right, so I'm not sure how good your car knowledge is with the other cylinders. So like, what's to you? You said the best. Well, we kind of debated that a little bit.
Okay.
Best 4-cylinder.
Okay.
So let's go down the list.
I would say
top 4-cylinder car.
How many? Top 4? Or
top 4-cylinder. Top like motor, like the best motor, the best 4-cylinder motor.
From my experience, it sucks because Honda motors are sick, bro. The K24A2 swap, that shit's sick.
Yeah.
But that's also a hybrid.
Right.
So
I don't think it could be a hybrid though.
A K24, I would say is probably, I would say the top 3, I mean, are definitely 4G63 SR and the
K-series.
Yeah, that's the top 3 motors, 4-cylinders ever built, in my opinion.
I think the F-series is up there too as well.
F-series? You like the F-series?
Because they're forged internals as well. But not too many people had S2000. So, all right. So what about 6-cylinder? Inline NV.
To date, or do I get a time base?
To date, ever
VR.
built. VR.
Yeah, bro. It's just unreal.
That's V though, right?
Yeah.
So what about inline?
Inline?
6.
I'm a Nissan guy at heart, man. Fuck. So the thing is, like, are we talking like just factory,
like with the most potential to make the most power, or I guess more so consistent, a mixture of both?
It's kind of vice versa between the RB32 series. Like you could build RB32, and then of course you can do the 2Js, do like 3.2s also, or 3.4, the big motors. God damn, it's like a coin toss between the 2J and the RB to me.
Because you're a Nissan guy.
I'm a Nissan guy, so I got to go with the RB. And 2J's right there. So it's
are the RBs cast iron blocks or aluminum?
The older
ones
out of the R32s, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, they're all cast iron.
Okay.
They did. I think they in the late 2000s.
The SR20s are aluminum.
Yeah, right. It's all aluminum. Yeah. The cast iron blocks on the RBs.
Right.
But I think a lot of people like nowadays. I think you can do like sleeved aluminum blocks. I'm pretty sure the billet. I mean, billet. I mean, you can go billet. And nowadays, I mean, yeah, if you want to. So like with the VR, if you're building, bro, the VRs can withstand 3,000 plus horsepower now.
Right.
Like a Billy's car. It's a billet block, stroked. I think it's a 4. I think it's a 4.3. I don't know the exact what it is, but that car is doing over 3,000 horsepower. You know,
that's insane.
Yeah.
All right. So do you know about V8s?
Not really.
Not really.
Nah.
Any idea of what you think? I mean, what cars are what are V8s nowadays? More so American cars, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's kind of hard to compare.
Yeah, I mean
V10s and V12s, more like Lamborghinis and all the exotics
I think
and so on.
V8s are cool, but I would just like if I had a choice, I would go with V10, especially the platforms nowadays.
V10, like what?
I would do a Huracan. I would do an R8, cheaper.
Oh, I forgot about the R8. That's my dream car as well.
Same motor.
Yeah,
it's the same shit. So literally, it's like taking the badge off and putting the
same
it's
chassis.
Audi. It's
frame,
the same car. It's like literally the same car.
Actually, you didn't really bring those up, but it's the same car as a Huracan.
Yeah, so that's why I say Huracan. When I say Huracan, I mean R8. It's the same car.
Right,
literally, it's the same exact car. When you go to get a turbo kit, it's literally the same thing.
It's like this in the Z4. Like it's all B50.
Yeah, I've seen shops mock up a twin turbo kit for a Huracan on an R8.
Yeah,
just to unbolt it and put it on the same car.
Yeah, I do. I like the interior better on the R8s, but
the R8s are fast, bro. I mean, I think the wheelbase is a little different too. I think.
Probably is.
I think it is a little different. I think you can put a fatter tire on it. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah.
Could be wrong. Car guys in the chat will definitely know, not me. But
no, 100%.
Yeah.
So what's next for your car and what your future?
So I actually do still have my dad's 240.
Oh, really?
Yeah. His S13. I plan on doing something really crazy with it. Hopefully by next year, people don't realize how much money comes in building these cars. But I'm gonna do a crazy. I have two S13s.
What color is it?
They're both black.
Black. Okay.
Yeah, I have two S13s at the house. I got to get them to a body shop. They've been sitting like almost like in a shed, kind of like this for some years. Wow. So definitely gonna just get the whole car redone from bushings, everything to the bottom end. I'm definitely gonna build me a drag car though.
Really?
Out of one of them, yeah.
Just for the track only.
Yeah, from a dig, so I can race these kids in the 8th mile and all that. Yeah.
And you don't know what it's gonna be yet.
I do know what it's gonna be. I just can't say it yet.
I think you kind of spoke about that.
Yeah,
you did actually on the live, but you didn't really. You did tell me. Oh, you did tell me that.
240. Yeah.
I think you told me offline though. I don't know, or maybe you told me on the live.
I think I told you offline. Yeah. So I got two S13s. That one's gonna be like just a regular clean 240. I'll probably put an SR in it. Yeah. And the other one's gonna be like a drag car. So.
I haven't seen.
No one builds those.
Yeah.
And they're still around. I mean, they're still, besides kids smashing them and ruining them.
Yeah. Nah, dude, that's gonna be dope. Like once
so
you come out with that,
hopefully by my birthday next year, February, I definitely want to
come outside.
Yeah, I want to come outside and have it at least almost done to where I can start showing the internet.
How many cars do you have total?
So I have a Urus. It's in the shop. Unfortunately, guys, don't ever get State Farm insurance with a Urus because they will give you the runaround about fixing your car forever.
Really?
Yeah, bro. That car's been in the shop for like 9 months.
For waiting for an adjuster to come?
Bro, they've sent out 15 adjusters. It's been a hell, bro, because someone hit me in the wrong spot in the rear, and it messed up the electrical in the car.
Those cars, I feel like,
in the wiring harness, bro, because the battery's in the back.
Yeah.
So it fucked up something. All the electronics in the car stopped working. It was just a shit show. So basically, we totaled it out.
Yeah.
And State Farm is like sending so many adjusters because they don't want to write a damn almost 300. Because at the time when the wreck happened last year, it happened late last year.
Damn.
And still haven't got the car, bro. They don't want to write a $250,000 check because that's what the truck's worth. More than that. So.
Crap.
So I've been dealing with that, but this is the GTR, and I am gonna get another car. I just want a regular. I'll probably get like a truck. I really want a truck, man.
You don't have a daily that you just whip around?
Like
a Corolla or something.
Well, we have. So my camera guy, Roadrunner, he does the rental stuff. You know? So we got a couple cars to just drive.
Oh, so you just drive around.
Yeah, it's like Infinity and like a Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
Yeah, just drive that around. And we got a couple of those damn slingshots at the house.
I'm not a fan of those.
I mean, it's just for if I want to
just to get around,
go somewhere, work it by the house. Yeah. Other than that, no, man. I don't like how people talk about down on GTRs. Like,
who talks down on GTRs?
A lot of dumbasses on the internet who
like who like not like who, but like about what they say.
It's a lot of these. Okay, a lot of rich kids who's got daddy's money.
Okay.
Kids who just get like a Ferrari or a stock Lambo or like a McLaren. They like to talk down on GTRs, bro. And it's like, I hate when people talk down on GTRs.
Because I think this is a classic car though, and I feel like it's either Super or GTR.
Yeah. I mean, that's the cars, bro. But people don't realize that, people don't realize how fast a GTR really is. That's the thing.
I mean, I think it's well known how fast. I think those cars are.
Well, it's funny.
I would never get in one.
So when we get in the conversation, I'll be in the comments. Some guy will be like, "Oh, my homie gapped a GTR." This kid sends me the video. This guy's got I don't know. He had so much money in this Hellcat. I seen him race like a stock GTR. I'm like, bro.
You never know with the cars, though. I think there's a lot of GTRs that you never really know how much power they're making. And I feel like just because it's a GTR, if it gets beat, it's like, oh, he beat a GTR. And it's like, well, you don't really know what he got done to it.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize.
He's running,
Man, people don't realize there's a lot of difference. Ethanol is like, when I'm not lying to you, okay? My car can't run on pump gas.
Okay, so you mentioned that before because I know I asked you about the ethanol content on the 1320 video. And when you did that, I was like, I thought you were doing it just to I don't know. It seemed like kind of weird because I was like, well, why are you asking?
Okay,
that's not common.
So let's talk about that real quick.
Okay.
So we'll go over that again. People don't understand why I check the ethanol content in his car because, like I said, there's a max horsepower for 80%. Like, you have to make 90+% to make over 1,600 horsepower.
Okay, because there's not enough fuel for
it's a common thing for GTRs. It's like a common strategy,
Okay, so you would only know if you're rich like you are.
Yeah, so if this guy, I am not. I'm not rich. That damn GTR got me broke. No, that car. No, man. But yeah, that's like a thing. Like if it's over 90%, there's no telling what kind of power the car could be making. It's pretty scary, actually, if you think about it. Because if you're going to race another car,
yeah,
and it's E100 in there, you don't know.
What about a race gas?
C16?
Yeah.
No, you can, but it's just more efficient to make power out of E85, and it's everywhere.
Well, if you go to the track, you can turn it. I mean, do you have a map for that?
Yeah,
like race gas?
No. I just run E on my car.
Really?
Yeah. So, but the thing is, there's a limit. So if I go past map 6,
yeah,
I have to put E100 in it.
So E100. What about Ignite? It's like is Ignite?
I think they make ethanol. They make ethanol. Yeah.
They make a E100. Like you can actually put it in the car. Yeah. I think I ran Ignite on the.
Yeah, they do the 5-gallon drums. Yeah. Or the 50-gallon drums. Yeah, they'll do that.
So what are you doing to keep up with that? Like how do you drive the car, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot. So
no, I have an ethanol like content reader. Like it maps up on the. I wish I had the car here to show you, but it's sick, man.
Where is the car now?
It's in Houston, just chilling.
Oh, it's in Houston.
Literally, there's nothing wrong with the car. It's just sitting at the shop.
Damn, dude. I
California's really kind of ass, and I live in Cali, so
yeah. I wish we would have did the interview because I was in Houston a couple weeks ago, and we definitely could have linked up over there and did the interview.
It's all good. You know, like we can definitely.
I definitely wouldn't have gotten in it because I don't get no.
If you ever go back to Houston, we'll just pull up at the shop together and do a video there. You see some of the cars and stuff.
You got anybody in Houston that we can get on the podcast? That's like fast car guys.
Let's reach out to Boosted Lucky and see if he wants to.
I feel like he'd be down.
I think he'd be down. He's a cool guy.
Nah, he seems super
he's
chill.
cool. He's cool.
And he's in Houston.
Yeah. Oh, he's in Dallas.
How far is
Dallas? I would think it was like 2.5 hours. I think
that's not
Houston.
bad.
I messaged the Boosted Lucky. Like I'd have a friendly race with him. Like you know, be fun.
Nah, I definitely gotta set that up. When's tour end?
In the next month.
And then what are you back in Houston for good or? Are you
no, I live in LA, so the car stays in Houston because
maintenance or
I got in trouble in California with the car, so I kind of shipped it over there for now.
Oh, you didn't really talk about that.
Yeah, I didn't really talk about that. Yeah, I was having too much fun in California.
Yeah,
and CHP came to my house.
CHP.
Yeah, California Highway Patrol. They came to my house. Yeah, and they were cool. They were like, "Yo, we know this is you. It's clearly social media." So I had Progressive on the car.
Yeah,
I had the full coverage. They had a pretty big program. They dropped me because of the Hoonigan video.
Really?
Not on the street, off road. They dropped me because of that video. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
So I'm with Grundy now.
Well, how the hell would they just see you like, oh, is that Progressive?
I guess
Progressive was just like, oh, that's Dancing Dan Rue.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, it was it's at a track. It's it wasn't like I'm not on the street.
Yeah,
I baby my car on the street, bro. I just baby my car on the street. I don't.
Bro, that sucks. I feel like that's the downside to being an influencer.
Yeah, you got all eyes on you.
Random, bro. I mean,
all eyes on you. It sucks, but I guess it's there's a lot of car influencers out there who be posting videos and stuff, but maybe it's just the wrong place, the wrong time type stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah. But no, I mean, I've been with Progressive for years too. That's crazy. Like
same
years.
Same. And they just raised my damn insurance.
Motherfucker.
Whoever's watching, if you can get me a better rate, I pay $460 now for insurance or $430 or something. Bro,
so the thing is with I got Grundy.
Okay.
So I went with Grundy. They have a really good policy, but the problem with Grundy is you got to have a daily driver, and you can't put over like 5,000 miles a year on the car, which is fine because I really don't. I do drive the car, but like, bro, to be honest with you, I think last year I probably put maybe 3,500 miles on the car. I don't drive it a lot. I baby it, and then I literally have to change the oil like every weekend. You got to be precautious, bro. When you got that much money in the car, you want to make sure that oil's clean at all times. Anything could happen. People don't realize, like, people don't really take care of their motors like they should, but realistically speaking, you really need to make sure, because when you're doing, like, if I do a hit at 60 psi, there's a lot of crank race. I can't even talk.
Crank
race.
Yeah.
I can't even talk. Crank rate. I can't even say it. What the fuck?
Crankcase pressure.
Yeah, I can't even talk. That's crazy. It's my southern accent, I think. But the crankcase pressure.
Wait, one more time. Oh, there you go. He got it.
Yeah. The crankcase pressure. Can't even talk. I don't know why that was a tongue twister for me. That's crazy. But you're getting a lot of pushback.
Yeah.
So,
you got metal shavings, all that stuff, and
all kinds of shit. That's just a risk you don't want to take. So it's better to really just go ahead and change the oil frequently. And I do.
What kind of oil you put in there?
So I run green now. It's
literally green.
It's a new oil though.
Yeah.
Before then, I was just running. What did we run? Mobil 1.
Mobil 1, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I just ran Mobil 1 for the longest.
Same weight, 050.
Yeah, I think it's 050. Mac changes it often. Actually, to be honest with you, like even with the tuner recently. So here's a problem I actually had. So I do have 9 maps, but I also have a 0 map.
Okay.
So 0. So when you run a dual injector setup.
Yeah.
Okay. So your top injectors don't get cut on until a certain PSI.
Right.
So if I'm only making 30 pounds of boost, they never cut on. So when you run an E85, you could get some stoppage in the injectors, and you don't want that. Mm-hmm. So the only reason I'd regularly put regular gas in my car is just to let it run. I'd put maybe a gallon, and just let it run until it runs out completely. You don't get into boost at all. It just tries to help clean the injectors. But here's something what we dealt with Rob. He's like, he made a 0 map, so now all 12 injectors cut on, and it runs normal. So if I'm going to race somebody or whatever, like I want to race, I'll put it on 0 for a minute, drive it. It'll sputter for a little bit, and it'll clear up.
Okay.
Just make sure it's running right, so you drive it normal. Then you make that way if the car is running right.
Right.
Because if I put it on map 0 and it's just sputtering, something's wrong. One of the injectors is something stopped up
or something.
So then you don't race. You want to make sure that's fixed before you race. It's just like a safety procedure.
Damn, so you got all safety. You really
bro. Like when you got a lot of money in the car, you want to make sure everything's good.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I'm about to get these wheels for my car, and I'm just like, I daily this right now. Mm-hmm. I have another car, but I'm like, nah, man. I'm not. Nah, it's gonna stay. It's gonna stay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At home, not even gonna bother.
I know for a fact. Even if you buy a Demon, how much is a Demon now? They're over 100,000, aren't they?
Probably around the same as a GTR, no?
Yeah. They cost a lot of money too, like to build the motors. You want to go with, my friend sent me an invoice recently, him making like 1,400 horsepower, whatever it is. I think he spent like 50,000, something like 50K? That. Built motor, all that, to try to make 1,400,
I think 50K is not bad though to make that kind of power.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Because if you spend that on the Super,
1,400 on a dyno jet. So,
it's dyno jet.
Yeah, I would say 12 maybe.
Why are we still using dyno jet numbers though?
It's just a lot of these kids on the internet, like people get on a dyno and be like, "Oh, my car made this much." Mustang dynos and dyno jets will lie to you all day.
Really?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, there is a conversion rate.
It's tough to get the conversion. That's why a hub dyno is super accurate.
Hub dyno.
Because you make more power than what it shows. Because when you get it on the street, it's like you're putting more down. But any dyno is going to be I would say, I think what they say about 15% almost it's inaccurate because when you get on the street and you got you're in momentum, and getting true air into the car, you'll make more power.
No, 100%.
Yeah,
and there's a lot of different factors too, like elevation.
DA, the DA is very important. I know right now we recently put my car on the dyno, and it was so hot in Houston, like the car wouldn't go over 45 psi. It just was like no, it's just like too much heat. It's like fuck no.
Yeah.
And here's another thing for the guys out there who don't make a lot of power. There is something called velocity stacks. You're almost making 100 horsepower difference just from a fucking velocity stack. Even with low power cars, you can make more power. But when you start to get to 60, 50 pounds of boost, so let's say I go to map 5, all right?
Yeah.
Let's say map 5 makes me 1,500 horsepower.
Okay.
Okay. With air filters on. I take those air filters on, put velocity stacks on, run the same PSI, same map, everything, I'll get like 80 wheel difference out of that instead of an air filter where it's restricting.
Right. Okay, so it's just taking the. Okay, got you.
Makes sense. You'll make significant more power. Yeah.
I didn't know that was even what that was called. Honestly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
A lot of them.
You'll see them at the end of turbos too. Like you see how you see an open turbo out the hood with a little velocity stack out. Yeah.
I usually see them from when I've seen them in headlights.
Or the headlights. Yeah.
Headlights. But you don't have a filter. That's the con to it.
Yeah. So I mean, it's not safe to drive all the time. You know.
If you're at the track, you probably
anything can go in there. Yeah. At the track, but even you just got to be careful about rocks or anything going in there.
Right.
That's why I always drive my filters on. But if I got a set up race and I'm ready, I'll throw those velocity stacks on. Mm-hmm. I did that when I raced that bike. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I set it up with him and I was ready.
So how do you prep for these races?
I mean, if I have a race, I'm gonna race for money. It's gonna be a roll. No more dig racing for me. I'm not breaking my car ever again.
Right.
No, not like that. I'm building another car to dig race. So, but I mean, hey, you want to run? How much? Blah blah blah. Was $1,000. So I've raced for $6,000. I beat a bike for $6,000. Not that H2. A dumbass who thought he had it. This is Gixxer 1000.
Yeah.
Stretch Gixxer 1000. This dude was talking all kinds of shit. He had a bottle. He was trying to hide it from me. I was like, bro, it doesn't matter what you got. Let's run.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Smoked him.
It was bad.
How many cars?
I don't even know.
Did you see him in the rear view?
Bro, it was bad. It was pretty
You
bad.
let off? You said, all right, this
I was like, this is, yeah.
And what'd he say?
He didn't say nothing, bro. He was just like, ain't no way, bro. Like, bro, like, people don't realize, bro, like, GTRs are unreal, bro. That V6 is, that's why I say, to me, I think it's the most powerful 6-cylinder.
You're making me want one, honestly. I really don't care for GTRs. I drove
They're
one.
beautiful cars, bro. Like,
they are, but I just feel like what you pay for, you're not really getting your money's worth out of the interior. But it's not really built for that.
The newer GTR's interior is really nice.
Yeah, I didn't like. I'm not a fan of the old one. I just feel like you're paying for all that money for.
Yeah, I mean, if you want a GTR and you want to go fast and you don't give a fuck, you just have a GTR. Get an older one. Get a 09. Get a 10 and just build it.
What about the transmission though?
It doesn't matter because you're building a transmission. If you're putting money into everything, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter.
Right.
It's the same fucking shit. It's just interior is the only difference in the newer ones, you know?
Brad is actually selling his, actually.
Is he?
Yeah, he actually reached out to me and said he wanted to sell it. He wants 103 for it, I believe. It's
That's a good price.
Yeah.
How many miles does that want?
Not that much. He bought it brand new, I think. Yeah, so it's 2018, I think he said.
103 is kind of cheap for 2018.
Yeah, he told me, he was like, let me know where you find one that's selling for that cheap. I was like, damn,
I don't. That's pretty cheap actually, because I think I seen it 2019 the other day for like 130.
I think it was like 103
with like 100 and no, I mean like not even. It had like 14,000 miles on it. Yeah, and he was selling for like 125.
Yeah, I think he's asking 103. I believe so. I have to check. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll probably.
But like I said, I mean to go fast, you put money in anything, it's gonna go fast.
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm surprised he's actually selling it because I think that. He'd have a lot of fun in that car.
That car's fun.
GTRs are definitely.
Yeah, he just got a slow cat. Yeah.
He had the car for a while actually. He got it last year. Yeah, around this time he got it. I'm not sure why he's selling a GTR, but he actually just bought a Lambo, right?
Yeah.
Urus.
Urus.
Or whatever you call it. Urus or Urus?
Urus. I don't fucking know. I call it what it is.
I'm not really a fan of those either, but
they're okay. They're fast. They're fun.
They're fast?
They're fast.
Like 500 horsepower?
More than that. Way more than that.
Stock?
I mean, stock. Yeah, I mean.
You got work done to that too?
Yeah, downpipes, tune, M Engineering did a tune for it. I ran I think I ran let's say 60 to 130 with like an 8.8 in it.
In what car?
The Urus.
Oh, 60 to 130?
Yeah, 60 to 130.
Oh, okay. I'm like 8-second quarter mile. Like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I ran an 8.8 in it, 60 to 130. It's fast.
We're gonna have to talk about how you making all this money, bro.
What you mean?
I need to level my what we doing here, bro? We gonna have to offline this conversation a little bit.
I'm about to get back in my bag too, because I told you I took a year off. So when you take a year off as an influencer, it hurts your pockets. But I needed it. I was like, fuck, I need a break.
Yeah, but the fact that you could do that and still be, live.
Yeah, get back to it. But like I said, like when I tell you something, I'm gonna say one thing. This is outside of cars and stuff. Snoop Dogg really blessed me.
Really?
Bro, when I say bless me, like giving me an opportunity to work with him, bro, like he's the coolest motherfucker in the world, bro.
He seems really down to earth.
He really saved my life last year. Like he knew I was going through shit, and he called me up, nephew. I got something for you. I want you to do this. Boom, and he's been blessing me, and he's like my superhero right now. So
wow, that's powerful, bro.
Yeah,
that's dope. Yeah, shout out to Snoop Dogg. Yeah, hopefully I can meet him one day.
Shout out to Unc. Yeah, shout out to Unc.
To Unc. That's dope though, man. Yeah. So you're on tour. You're doing content for them. That's fire.
Yeah, doing the content stuff for him and helping him out whatever he needs. I mean, man, like him and his whole family, man. They just and him in particular. Like when everyone's like, "Yo, who's your favorite celebrity you ever met?" I met everybody, bro. But as far as what Snoop has done for me and taking it to another level, as being like I'm not gonna say a father figure, but just as a beautiful human being, to like really like show me love and help me in some kind of way, like take my career in another level and just go on beyond that. Like he's really been there for me.
What about Chris Brown?
CB, my dog, man. We play Warzone together.
Are you still? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we still play Warzone. He be laughing at me. I be talking all kinds of shit.
He seems cool too, right?
Yeah, he's cool. Chris is cool. I've done videos with Drake in the past. Drake, cool.
Really?
Yeah, I did a video with him like 2019. Still on my page, but he's a down there. Man, everybody I met has been really cool.
Yeah.
There's a couple. I find like people who have seen my videos, they just smile. You know. Yeah. You know, like people from like Busta Rhymes. When I first met Busta Rhymes, he gave me a big hug and told me how much he appreciated me, and that was a few years back too. You know. But like ever since this all, you know, like COVID kind of like fucked up everything, because even since COVID, besides me going out racing the car and having fun, like I was in the house most of the time, bro. It's not like it used to be, you know?
Yeah. But
now I got to start getting back outside and having fun. I need to get back to being me. I'm single. I ain't got no kids, man.
You want kids?
Hell yeah, I want some kids.
So what you doing, bro? Get a girl.
I know.
That's not difficult.
That is very hard.
All these women, these beautiful women you have on your page, all that stuff you're doing, man. I mean, I don't know.
Man, maybe one day. We'll see. Maybe a girl's going to come to me and really catch my eye. But not only catch my eye, maybe have this a motive to really want me to. I don't know. We'll see. I mean.
That'd be pretty interesting to see you actually interested in something. Like, do you approach women the same way you do on Instagram? Like with all the dancing and stuff like that?
I like try to make. Look, the key to a girl's heart is making her laugh.
Yeah.
And I love making women laugh. Like. It don't matter what you look like. I'm going to flirt with you just to have fun and then make your day. I'm going to make your day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be like, girl, what's your name? Where you from? How many boyfriends you got? She be like, I got 2. You want 3? Trying to get on there. What's up? You know what I'm saying?
They take you serious, though.
Yeah, but I'm always like, just be myself, my personality. I bring joy. Like,
right.
And it's always like, I'll flirt with a girl, but be funny as hell with it. Like, girl, like I'll be telling girls, you ever had diamonds on your booty? She be like, what? Turn around. Put this grill on your booty. Yeah.
Yo, he got all the pickup lines. Yo.
I just be bullshitting, but I love having fun. But the best thing about being a car guy, bro, girls don't know how fast a GTR is. Girls who are not like car guys, like they don't hang around car guys enough. Cause I've seen girls with Hellcats and my boyfriend got a Camaro with a 80 millimeter turbo. I said, bring that motherfucker. I will gap him and you. Okay, both of y'all.
Girl, a lot of girls don't really know anything about it could be a stock Camaro and they think it's the fastest.
I remember I told this. I know because it's funny because I told this girl one time. What happened? She was like, yeah, my friend's got a this and that. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna get in the car. And we gonna blow by you we gonna blow by you. I said, you better hop in my car then, cause motherfucker ain't nothing blowing me.
He said, okay.
I said, unless you want to blow me, cause other than that, ain't nothing blowing me out here. And I told her that, son, my homies just started dying laughing, cause she literally said, we gonna blow by you. I said, ain't nothing blowing me in this parking lot, except you if you want to ride with me, cause it ain't. This shit was funny. Yeah, that's. I always be talking shit, man. The people, girls, I love fucking with females.
Have they ever gotten pissed off? I always wonder that.
I've gotten a couple girls mad at me. But my favorite thing to do is fuck with the biker girls. Because they really think they shit fast. Ain't no way in their mind like that my car could beat a bike. I be gapping the fuck out of bikes. I mean, it's bad, bro.
I feel bad, man. I feel bad for them. They don't even know any better.
Yeah, it's all good, though. But yeah, man, I appreciate, let me talk to you about you. I like your podcast. I've been following it, so it's fire.
I appreciate it, man. Yeah, no, you're my biggest guest right now.
Oh, fire.
Yeah, 4 or 5 is another. He's he's an OG, but he's well known.
Yeah.
But you are my biggest guest, and you
were
the first person
I would say guest, but like in the car community, I'm not known in the car community, so this is kind of like helping me out too. So I appreciate you.
No, 100%. I mean, I'm glad we can both mutually.
Yeah, definitely. If I feel like I'm helping you out, bro, I'm chill. I'm not like some other influencers out there. They got something on their butt. Respectfully, when I say that, they just full of shit. I'm like, bro, like I'm a normal guy, bro. I'm from the South, from Louisiana. Yeah. I love cars. I've always been into cars. I do shit talk because I have to. It's like my blood.
It's your nature, right?
Yeah, it's my nature. Like when I see a Mustang drive by, I get that shit, motherfucker. Pull your ass up here, motherfucker. I get. It's just like in my head, you know.
Yeah. It's all good fun though. It's not all good fun, it's not bro. Really like,
Nah, it's never no beef. It's just fun. Especially the old heads. You know, the old heads, the Corvettes and stuff.
They take it serious though.
They take it serious.
They don't fuck around.
I'll mock them too, but hey. You want to run that shit? Got a fucking B6 over there gapping the hell out of you. Run that motherfucker in. Little country hits.
Yeah, the country.
Come on, man, what you got? Want to see that shit?
They got some fast cars at OG.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Really do.
But bro, I love talking shit to old guys. But I'm not going to lie to you, some of them old men, they hear my car, they see the tire and shit, they be like, shit, I ain't going to lie to you, man. That shit look mean. It don't sound like no damn B6, I tell you that. I don't know if you've heard I don't know if you've heard like because I got the Magnum exhaust from Boost Logic, 5 inches all the way to the back.
Yeah, Boost Logic is crazy.
That GTR don't sound like a GTR, bro.
Yeah, Boost Logic is wild. Everything they have, even for
my whole car is Boost Logic.
Yeah, they're expensive, man.
Yeah,
they are expensive.
Oh, another note. All the car guys out there who don't know, I gotta tell you that GTRs are not all-wheel drive factory. You know that, right?
So
the front is open diff. What I did is I got a billet front diff from Boost Logic.
Okay.
This is a full posi. Yeah, so but like I said, the front okay, GTR guys, don't buy aftermarket front axles. You don't need them. Just letting y'all know. You don't need them.
You don't need like DSS axles?
Not in the front, only in the back.
Okay.
Don't do that. Don't waste your money. God almighty. Plenty of shops out there try to scam you out of another extra whatever, couple thousand. No, don't do it. Don't do it. No, you don't need it. I got stock front axles in my car,
and it's just fine.
I just got that billet front diff. That's it.
Yeah.
You can actually run that stock front diff, but I know for a fact, and actually in that video, when I was racing the red car in the 1320 video, I don't know if you've seen it. How it was, my car was skating when I got on it.
Well, he was.
From behind. Yeah, but if you look at it, was behind.
He showed the behind. Yes. That
was off the phone.
Yeah.
And it was skating. It wants to pull hard to one side. It wants to pull hard. So, I mean, you just got to drive that motherfucker. I mean, I drove that motherfucker, but it wants to pull. So, like, it's either left or right, whichever way you want to steer wheel, because it wants to pull right or left. You got to control that motherfucker.
Damn.
But, I mean, bro, at the end of the day, every car... Like, people don't realize when you hop in a big power car, bro, I'm driving that motherfucker. I'm in that bitch. I'm fucking doing this shit. I'm having to because it's wanting to pull left or right.
Yeah.
I know. I remember my first time on kill, I let out. I was scared because that motherfucker was walking left the whole car.
And you were trying to.
I was trying. I just let out. I was like, fuck. So what I did is, I think all I did was I went pull over. I put about 19 pounds all the way around, and it hooked better. But I think I was at 26 PSI in the back and like 28 in the front or something like that. And I put that bitch on kill for the first time, and I hit that bitch, and that bitch went, whoa, the whole car just walking left. Like, not like it was the back end.
It was just
the
floating.
whole car was just floating to the left, and I let off. I was like, oh, fuck, I'm going straight to the fucking median. It was scary.
When you let off, did it
Yeah, I mean, just let out. I mean, I just let off. I didn't try to like fucking oversteer and shit. You know, it wasn't going crazy, but it's floating. So right now, when I'm in, the few times I've only need to be in kill like 3 or 4 times. I haven't really.
Yeah.
In the past 2.5 years, I've built the car like, except recently when we did a little something extra to make it a little bit more power. But on kill, like I've only done it like 3 or 4 times. Everything else I've raced is on like the most I've done is map 6.
I can't, bro. I will never be in a passenger. I'm sorry.
Hey.
Dumb shits is scary. When you're in a passenger, it's a way.
People don't realize like even all-wheel drive when you're making big power, it's fun. It's fun, but it's like Oh man, I don't know how to explain it, bro. That's why I don't like racing. Like I'm like, motherfucker, you want to race? We gotta be on a nice highway. Give me some room too. Like if you see most big power cars, they're not right next to each other.
Right, they're like leaning over. Right.
Yeah, I've seen some sketchy shit. Like you'll see Street Outlaws, and old boy was even saying some of those races are sketchy because they've raced on some of those shitty roads.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, but you see, they don't show everything, but there's been some accidents that they haven't posted on Street Outlaws. Yeah, on TV they don't post them because they're bad. Damn. They don't want to post that shit, you know.
They don't.
I've seen cars fucking. You know, I don't know if you saw recently that R33 that flipped up in the air.
He's good though.
Yeah, he's good, but
tumbled mad times.
Yeah, but I'm like that situation, bro. That was on the airstrip.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and he had roll cage. Thank God it saved his life.
Thank God, you know, that's some scary ass shit, bro.
That was a lot of tumbles.
A lot of tumbles.
Probably the most.
Yeah.
Of any of the car.
Yeah, I think he said. I think I watched the interview. He said, "How's the car?" He said, "It'll buff out." Some shit like that.
Yo, I'm gonna try to put a clip of that on the video as well, so people can see what we're talking about.
If you're ever in the area, bro.
What area? Where?
Well, we'll figure it out. Like if we're close, like I know FL2K is coming up. I'm gonna try to go out there.
When is that?
October. I'm gonna try to go there. I'm gonna try to.
Yeah.
But
March
if you're
for sure.
If you're ever in Houston or Texas, you know, and if I'm available, I'll fly out and we can redo the interview, do a little quick ride along. We ain't gotta go that fast. We'll turn it down.
Yeah, no, I have a panic attack. Yeah.
Reaction video?
Nah, I don't know.
I'll turn it down.
Try to have kids soon, man.
I'll turn it down.
You know what I'm saying?
Turn it down.
Yeah.
No, I'll turn it down for you, bro. I'll do like map 2, bro. It's only like 1,200.
Bro said making 1,400. He was on it with 1,600. So you definitely talking about some.
No, I mean, look, I'll tell you off camera. Off camera, I'll tell you what it's really making.
Okay.
I'll tell you what it's really making.
I don't do passengers, bro. Well, I don't know.
We can put it on wastegate then, bro. It's 1,100 horsepower. That's not a lot of power, bro.
1,100 horsepower. I don't think I've ever been in. I have never been in an 1,100 horsepower car.
Bro, it's fun. It when I say 1,100 horsepower, it just goes. It's smooth, very smooth. I'm telling you.
We'll think about it. Nah, I definitely want to see the car though, for sure.
Yeah, show you the car, man. It's sick. I love it to death. So there's only 2 weight reduction things I did, which one was the carbon ceramic brakes. I did that all the way around, and then this factory driver's seat. That's it. I put a carbon seat there. That's it.
I did see that. Yeah,
that's it.
So we got Dan Rue
in this bitch
with the fastest or one of the fastest GTRs out on the street. So he says,
I didn't say that. Did I say that?
Oh, no, you didn't say that.
Definitely didn't say that.
I just want to see your reaction.
Yeah, my if we want to say in the streets, my homie Texas Killer down in Florida, that's my dog, Alex. The red GTR?
The red GTR, yeah. It's a Spanish dude or no?
Yeah.
He was on 1320.
Yeah.
But he
that's my dog.
He was walking a lot of people.
That motherfucker's
that's the GTR I always talk about it here. People are like, I don't know who that is.
Yeah, Texas Killer. Alex, my dog, man.
He's making for sure like over 2,000 horsepower, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of those cars, man. Like I said, my car is like the baby car from the shop Houston. But the one thing you guys got to watch out in Texas, I'll let you guys know, those trucks, those damn Ford trucks. Look, I've never raced them.
Yeah.
I know I can beat them from a roll, right? But those fucking trucks are fast, bro.
Really?
Bro, I'm talking about those Hellcats don't stand a chance against these damn Midnight Performance be building these trucks, bro.
What truck?
The Ford, the Ford little F-150s, the twin turbo.
Really?
Then yeah,
they move.
Them motherfuckers move, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's the one thing I can say to my boys at Midnight Performance. Them damn trucks they be building, don't fuck with those motherfuckers. They fast.
I'm getting a fast truck for some reason. It's just because I feel like it's like better. I don't know. It's a truck.
All right, cool.
All right, stuff over. You know, you gotta. I don't know.
Nah, man.
The wheels spin on those too.
They're sick. Yeah, they're sick, bro.
I get in a fast truck before I get in a fast GTR.
Those trucks they be building are sick.
I gotta see that.
Yeah.
You gotta see that.
Like I get like if you build those trucks are fast, bro. It's fine. They're sick. I know I'd beat them from a roll. Like if we race, I know I'd beat them, but they be gapping shit, bro. I be watching them race. Shit's fun.
We gotta do that. I gotta go to Texas and kind of do like a different kind of podcast video.
Yeah, I'm sure I can Man, it'd be cool. I think maybe I can reach out to Mac for you. Maybe you could possibly. I'll talk to him. I'll talk to Midnight Performance. Maybe
they're in Texas, right?
Yeah, they're both, and the shops are like right next to each other too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you could probably knock out. I'll talk to them, see if they'd be down to do a podcast. They're cool.
I'm trying to get
as long as they promote the shops. You know, they're down. They're always down. They're
that's what it's about. Promoting whatever. I mean, it's really not about me. It's about the guests.
Yeah, yeah, of course.
I mean, if they're down to talk about, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So car girls, if y'all out there, I'm single and.
Yeah, this guy. All right, bro. Tell them what. I don't really know if they need to know where to find you because they already.
Dan Rue, DANRUE on everything, bro. Like
Dan Rue on everything.
Yeah, and I will start posting more car content. I just gotta finish this. I need to start doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, that means he's not gonna do it, guys. So
I'm gonna do it.
You'll get a video once a year or 2 car videos a year.
You might get a few a year. Yeah. No, I need to start posting more car content, and I need to do stuff with other people too because I like talking to other people about their cars and stuff.
So yeah, like I said, appreciate you for the 3rd time. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you coming down. And hopefully we can link again in the future in Texas. And hope to see more from the GTR. Hopefully you post more content.
Bet, bro. I appreciate it,
bro.
Appreciate it.
Until next time, guys, make sure you guys listening on all streaming platforms, and also make sure you guys like, comment, share, and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Peace out, guys.